So you want to fail at game development, and you want to do it as fast as possible. Well, you're in luck. I've come with the all-in-one guide on how best to fail at making video games. Having never finished a game myself, I'm kind of a pro at this point. With over 44,000 developers on Steam, 75% of which have only ever released one game. That's a lot of people shipping one project and going, no thanks, I'm already full of pain and despair. It's estimated only 5 to 10% of individuals identifying as game developers ever publish a single game. That 90% could be you. First, you gotta scale your project correctly. You wanna start with something big. Weekend project, game jam, oh here it is, MMORPG with procedural star systems. That's a start. You want to make something that would make the GTA 6 team shake in their corduroy boots. It's better if you don't have a game design document and just add every new feature that comes into your head. Make it the everything game nobody asked for. And add fishing. Every game needs fishing. Don't forget about fishing. Give it its own skill tree if you can. Every feature needs to be able to stand alone as its own game. Don't do one thing really well, try to do everything really well, and watch as your skin withers from the cruel passage of time. Wow, at this rate I'll be finished in 10,000 years, that's still too soon, and none of it's even close to the quality of how ridiculously high my bar is set. It would be so much better if I just restarted the entire project from the beginning, right? Constantly restarting projects is the current meta for failing at game development. Also known as the game dev death spiral, starting a project only to go so far, then realize how much easier it would be to just redo everything better. Oh, my spaghetti code came without the meatballs.
Guess I better rebuild the kitchen.
It's important to make sure the foundational systems of your project are never thought out beforehand. You want to make sure you have to keep going back to redo them months and even years into development. Bonus points if you never settle on an art style and redo the main character for the 6th or 7th time. I think I'll go with the toon shader this time, or oh no, the retro pixel VHS filter, please. Well, what's better than restarting the same project a million times? Starting a new project halfway through the old one. You're a pirate lost at sea, and those sirens are looking pretty fine right now. If by some miracle you do get close to finishing your project, just don't. Move on. Take those Unity files and move them into the abandoned project folder. No matter what they tell you, a finished game is not an achievement. By not publishing your game, it's both a potential success and failure, and you'll only know which one it is when you publish. So hell, keep working on your forever game. It's better if you never finish it. You're not trying to speedrun succeeding at game development, are you? You know what's really important when developing a game? Time management skills. You should be spending all of your time watching tutorials and YouTube videos about other people developing their games. I mean, well, not videos like this, obviously. You're probably watching this on your break. Anyway, aimlessly follow tutorials. Just go on autopilot and copy and paste their code. Don't even try to learn why their code. Trap yourself in an endless scroll of game development content, designed to harness your attention
And transfer it into views and wish lists.
Please wishlist my game, by the way. What's better than spending an hour working on your game? Spending an hour scrolling Twitter and Reddit of other people's games. It's a pretty sweet deal because social media rots your brain's attention span, making maintaining focus on development even more difficult. The more you interact with it, the less you'll want to finish developing your game anyway. Social media can actually be a great tool for discovering trends in the games industry.
Put a fucking bullet through my fucking skull!
And what you should do is chase those trends. Choose a genre that you aren't the slightest bit interested in, really just looking to make a quick buck. Wait until you're months into development before you realize you don't have any passion for what you're doing, and then don't finish the project. Come to think of it, we need another acid flip horror game for Queso to play.
Thought you was gonna get me again, huh?
Okay, well, if you do accidentally finish making your game, you might still be set up to fail at launch. If by some stroke of luck you bought a new PC right before the great memory drought and GPU famine of 2025,
You thirsty, Stanley?
you might not have optimized your game to run on low-end systems. It's good practice for anti-optimization builds to develop your pixel art game about sucking toes on two RTX 5090s. With at least 128 gigabytes of RAM. The average Steam user has just 16 gigabytes of RAM and a lousy 2060 Super. So as long as your game can't run on that, you're doing just fine. If you really want to make your game unoptimized, create a separate material for every object. Don't use a texture atlas, and definitely don't batch together similar objects into the same draw call. Now it can be hard to know just how unoptimized your game is, because you're not going to be playtesting it anyway. If you really want to fail at making games, make sure nobody plays them before release. Your game is perfect after all and should be shielded from any criticism right up until the flood of negative reviews and refunds come in. What do you mean I need controller support for my twin-stick action roguelike shooter? I thought everybody had analogs built into their keyboard. Playtesting can help identify gameplay and balancing issues. Never let anybody touch your game, especially not early when it could benefit most from outside input. If you do playtest accidentally, only do it on your own machine, using your dev shortcuts and cheats, with all the bugs you've learned to subconsciously ignore and work around. Feeling tired, unmotivated, completely detached from your project? Cut sleep, skip breaks, and ignore that growing sense of dread every time you open up your project. It's all part of the creative process. When burnout hits, just keep going. Power through. Make sure there's no ventilation in your working area. A nice thick buildup of carbon dioxide can help you feel drowsy and significantly reduce cognitive performance, making even the easiest of programming tasks near impossible. And whatever you do, don't back up your project. Life is full of surprises, and those surprises can sometimes corrupt your PC's hard drive.
Got it.
Store all of your files on your local machine, and don't make any external backups. Version control? Pfft. Cloud saves? But what if it rains? That project you spent 6 months developing could just as easily be 6 months spent sitting in an empty room when your hard drive wipes. You should consider backing up your project, but never actually do it. Keep telling yourself, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow morning. Or actually, at the end of the week. Well, if I do it on Monday morning, then it starts my week off nice and clean. But if I wait for the heat death of the universe,
then I never have to do it anyway.
a 5-minute backup could save you months or even years of work on your project. And you're trying to fail, right? So maybe put off doing it for another day. I'm sure you'll do it first thing in the morning tomorrow. This whole time I've been talking about failing at game development. But if you want to speedrun succeeding at Unity game development, you gotta use the sponsor of this video, Bezi, the developer assistant that integrates directly into your Unity project. With full access to the context of your codebase and project structure, Bezi makes it a breeze to code your dream game. Prototyping a new game system, debugging a problem that spans multiple systems, or just refactoring old code. The real power of Bezi, as I see it, is that it makes learning to program a lot easier and more accessible. I know the coding part of game development is the biggest turnoff for a lot of people, but with Bezi, you can ask project-specific questions and even ask questions related to the Unity editor. It's like having your own personal tutor. So sign up for Bezi today with the link in the description.